Coming up next to the stage, a very funny comedian. You might know from standing right over there. Keep it going for Joyce Rebar!
You probably wouldn't know from looking at me, but I buy all my underwear at Victoria's Secret. Love that store. Last December, I was making out my Christmas list. I thought I would be cute and write underwear from Vicky's Secret. Thought everyone would know what store I meant. But my mom looked up a Vicky's Secret online, bought me underwear from there. Turns out Vicky is an old woman. Her secret is she has incontinence problems. She wanted to make something a little prettier than Depends. And they are comfortable. But a little thick and itchy. She crochets them all. Yes, that's one thing my roommates will never borrow from me. Last year I thought maybe I'd have my own little venture. I wanted to buy a restaurant. I thought I had a great idea. Because these days a lot of people turn vegetarian because they don't like the way animals are treated by the food industry. But meanwhile, all these animals are dying of old age, or maybe they get clipped by a car fatally, but not smushed too bad. An accident in the forest, a big tree branch falls on them. That's just a lot of meat going to waste. I mean, wouldn't the spirit of these animals be happier knowing that their carcass was going to help another living being? That was the premise on which I bought this restaurant, hired a world-class chef. I just don't know why nobody came. They even had a big neon sign with what I thought was the perfect name for the place, Natural Death Cafe. So it's probably also not a surprise, but I like going to the gay pride festivals. These days they have all kinds of gay pride festivals. They have the main one, they have Hispanic gay pride, black gay pride. These days they even have youth gay pride. I'm really glad they started the youth gay pride fest. It just seems like a really safe place to find love if you've recently realized you're a gay or lesbian cougar. I do seem to be into the unrequited love. I'll ask women out. They always give me the ultra-heroic, oh, I would date you, but I wouldn't want to end up hurting you. To which I reply, if you do it right, it doesn't hurt in a bad way. Or they'll say, I wouldn't want to ruin the friendship. Which I say, look, here's how it works. Sure, we've built up a great friendship over these past 2 weeks on OkCupid. But the path of our friendship has ended here at this big, beautiful lake. It can continue on the other side of the lake. But in order to get there, you're going to have to get wet. So, in other news, I had a great new job. The only thing I don't like about my new job is I have to get up really early in the morning. At my old job, I could roll out of bed around 9:30 a.m., get to work around 10:30. I'm actually really proud of the way I've been able to change my sleep habits for this new job. Now I'm up by 5:20 a.m., I'm at work by 7:20 a.m., and asleep at my desk by 7:30 a.m. These ergonomically correct chairs are so comfortable. I'm not sure if I like my new boss. He's all right, but he's one of those people who licks his fingers profusely every time he's turning the pages of a document. So he'll be handing me something to read, and he's licking and turning, licking and dragging his finger across the page. And I'm losing track of what he's saying because I'm trying to keep track of where the dry areas are on this document for when he hands it to me. Meanwhile, there's all these flyers on the bulletin board at work. Use Purell, avoid swine flu. So I'm putting antibiotics in his coffee every morning. He wonders why he keeps getting yeast infections. My boss holds these 3-hour meetings. I think he likes to hear himself talk. So I go, I never know what to say, so I just go and sit there for 3 hours. But recently a friend of mine told me people will believe anything you say as long as you say it confidently enough. So now I'll go to the meeting, sit there for maybe 30 minutes, and then I'll stand up and confidently look each person in the eye and say, I'll be right back. And then I go to the mall or something. Last year I went to visit a friend of mine in Arizona. My friend's a police officer, but I'm terrified by the way she drives. So we're like driving through the streets of Arizona, zipping along. I've got the death grip on the door, but she noticed how nervous I looked, so she took the time to explain to me that police officers are carefully trained to survey the whole road. They can decide how somebody's going to move. They're always scanning the road. So anyway, after this kind of long-winded explanation, I was able to relax and release my death grip on the door, and then she was able to go back to her texting. I have a cat. That's my roommate, my cat. I love my cat. I'm a little worried about her because the vet recently diagnosed her as having diabetes. And the reason this concerns me is that they weren't able to get the urine sample at the vet's office, so they sent me home to get it and bring it back. But it was just so awkward trying to hold that little plastic cup under her butt in the litter box. I decided to take her pee test for her. Unfortunately, the vet recently called and said also based on the urine sample, he thinks she's about to have kittens. All right, you guys, it's been a lot of fun.